Andrea Mitchell.
Hi, thank you so much, Tammy. The President acknowledged today that if there are mistakes that were made in taking some of the people to El Salvador, in the identifications of people, that they will be corrected. What are the efforts or the obligation of the State Department to follow up some of the complaints from families that their relatives were taken and are not gang members and do not have a violent history, to follow up with El Salvador? What rights do people have once they are taken to El Salvador and are in that prison under human rights and under State Department procedures, when they are taken under the rubric of national security?
Well, a few things, of course. I don't speak for the White House or the President. He had some great comments to make earlier today, as you know, as you're referencing, and I think his comments speak for themselves. I also can't speak about the individuals who have been transported or legal mechanisms or diplomatic mechanisms regarding their status. But what I can say is that our relationship with President Bukele is excellent. That this isn't a situation where there's no communication or a relationship that doesn't continue on with El Salvador or the president. And of course, this is an issue that we also continue to focus on. So that I can tell you is, if the president mentioned it, I think that sends a signal, if not more so, about his commitment and the nature of what he knows and what he says he's going to do about it. And that's where we're going to leave it.
Let me just follow up, because the video certainly that was taken by El Salvador showed some harsh treatment. Mm-hmm. Does the U.S. feel any obligation in terms of human rights or legal authority when people are taken to another country, to a prison, to follow up on what the conditions are in which they're being held?
Well, again, that is also DHS. It's not the State Department's purview in that kind of a framework. Even the removing of people from the country is not the State Department's purview. That's a question for the DHS, but it's certainly not something I can even speculate on, or I'm not going to speak on the nature of El Salvador's process and how it handles the nature of the people that they repatriated.
They're taken under the authority of the Secretary of State.
Well, that was implemented by the Department of Homeland Security. So, yes. All right, now, Jen, yes.